Greetings everyone, and thank you for this opportunity. My name is Ashani Daniel Thomas, Senior Marketing and Events Officer at the NAJ and Health Services Cooperative Credit Union. Today, I want to speak from the heart, but also from experience, about something I strongly believe in, that credit unions are not just financial institutions. We are community builders. We are protectors of dreams, and we are partners in transformation. And in a time where regulatory demands are increasing and mandatory changes are happening across the movement, one question remains central. How do we stay deeply connected to our communities and uphold our cooperative principles of concern for our community? For me, the answer comes down to 4 pillars. Poverty alleviation through home ownership, mental hygiene and emotional resilience, mentorship and youth development, community involvement and visibility. Let's talk about poverty. In my opinion, one of the greatest ways to fight poverty in this island and across the Caribbean is by increasing home ownership, especially among young professionals. Because when a young person owns a home, they gain something deeper than property. They gain stability, generational security, reduced financial stress, and a real opportunity to build wealth. Home ownership creates a foundation for a stronger family. It gives children a safer environment. It reduces dependency. It increases confidence, and it builds community. But here's the reality. Many young professionals today, especially healthcare workers, face rising costs of living, high rent, and limited financial education. They work hard, but still struggle to take that next step. That is where we as the credit union movement comes in. We don't just offer loans. We offer opportunities for true financial education, responsible lending, and support systems. Credit unions can help young people move from renting forever into owning their next property. That is why one of my long-term goals is to help build our initiatives and concepts that encourages more home ownership for young professionals, because poverty is not only about lack of money. Poverty is also about lack of access, and credit unions are created to close that gap. I strongly believe mental wellness is a critical tool for development, not just personally, but in communities, because people do not just struggle financially. They struggle emotionally, mentally, and socially too. In 2025, I experienced one of the hardest years of my life. I lost 7 family members, some to natural causes and others to painful effect of the man-made disease, crime, and violence. That experience shook me, but it also built me, because it forced me to realize if your mind is not stable, your whole won't be stable. If your emotional health is broken, your vision becomes blurred. Mental hygiene is like financial hygiene. It requires daily attention, setting boundaries, processing grief, seeking support, choosing hope, and learning to breathe again. As a youth successor in the credit union movement, I believe we must expand the way that we define community development. It's not just about money. It's also about strengthening people's mindset and well-being so that they continue to grow. The third pillar that I want to zoom in on is mentorship. As it is in... How you doing, mommy? All right, then. Take care, all right? All right. I truly believe that mentorship is one of the highest form of communication and alignment. Because when you mentor someone, You don't just give them advice, you give them possibility. I have been a member of the Greater Brownstown Young Ambassador Youth Club since 2005. And for me, that club played a major role in shaping who I am today. Growing up in the inner city community of Dunkirk, I saw how busy and critical it was for young people to easily become statistic in prison, get engaged in criminal activity, trapped in cycle of poverty. But mentorship can interrupt that cycle. Mentorship gives young people directions, positive identity, accountability, and purpose. I am committed to mentoring and uplifting young adults in ensuring that they build a better future. Because I live by this truth. When you learn, you teach. When you receive, you give. And remember that no matter what you're going through, when that intention comes in to quit, remember, success is always at its closest. So trust the process and believe in you. Finally, community involvement. Credit union must remain visible and engaged, not distant. Being community-based means showing up, listening, partnering, educating, and serving. In my current role at NAJ and Health Services Cooperative Credit Union, actively support community engagement like financial literacy campaigns, health center sensitization sessions, on-site forums and outreach programs, and member empowerment initiatives. We use member feedback and we use real-time outreach to ensure that compliance and regulation would not disconnect us from the people. Instead, we remain grounded in service because credit unions, we don't grow by hiding in offices. We grow by meeting the community where they are. In closing, I believe credit union can uphold concern for community, even in a world of growing regulation, by staying anchored in our people. And for me, that starts with poverty alleviation through home ownership, community mental hygiene, mentorship, and consistent community involvement. I am committed to developing as a youth successor and using my skills, education, and lived experience to serve this movement with excellence. Thank you for your time. I thank you for considering me for the 2026 CCCU Youth Successor Scholarship.
My credit union.